when the doctors are just so surprised. That should not happen, but it does. And many of you know that I often go to Singapore, and the president of that Buddhist fellowship, Angie, her auntie was in such a situation. And I heard her talk about what happened. She was in a coma for many days. You know, she survived that coma, but she told the story of what it was like to be in a coma and come out. It was a very, very rare and interesting story that she was in. She called it the very, very dark place for I don't know how long. And what brought her out was a sound, what she thought was temple bells tinkling. She was a Buddhist. And I know just from deep meditation, its sound is the last of the senses, the five senses of seeing, hearing, smell, taste and touch, which disappears when you go in deep meditation. It's the first which comes up again afterwards. In a coma, they won't see, smell, taste, even touch goes first of all. The first thing to turn on again afterwards is sound. So if you have got anyone in a coma, please talk to them. If any sense is working, it's sound much more than physical touch. So that's what she heard. She heard a sound, and that brought her back into being alert in her body. But like many people in a coma who get to this stage of consciousness, they can hear and feel and even see, she was unable to communicate back. She couldn't move any of her limbs. She couldn't even move her eyelids, certainly not speak. And she was there in this body which she could not move, perfectly aware, listening to the doctor describe her situation to her sons. And the doctor said it was hopeless. There was no possibility of any cure. She would be in this coma like this for months, with no possibility of coming into full consciousness again. So the doctor was asking, shall we turn off the life support? And she was hearing this, but she couldn't say, I'm here, don't do it. And being a Chinese family, all the other children passed the buck to the eldest son. It's your decision. He said, you can't do this, it's our tradition. So the eldest son was there for this decision. I remember this auntie telling me that she willed her son to say, don't turn off the machines. There is communication there, even mind to mind. That happens. And the son said, keep her going for another day. And that's all she needed. Within those 24 hours, she started to move her limbs, just slightly, but enough to show the doctors that she was recovering. And from that she made a full recovery. And you would not believe that she had been in a coma, been walking and speaking like a normal person of her age. That happens.